What's up, everybody? Emceemur here, and welcome back to another Murcast event. And I'm not one to speculate about things, but I've seen something here about an upcoming game, a game that I know I have to have and want to play. Something that's bothering me that I need to bounce off you, the viewers, and just see what you're thinking here. And I'm going to let you know what I'm thinking right away. We're talking about Crash Team Racing, okay, which is being published by Activision and done by Beenox, which, if you're not familiar with Beenox, I mean, they've been with Activision for a while, but they've worked on Black Ops, so they have my vote. I'm a Black Ops guy. This is a team I feel like can put out some good stuff, so I don't have any cause for concern as to whether or not Crash Team Racing is going to be awesome or not. What we're here to talk about is whether or not you can actually buy this game on the Switch and feel okay about it. And I don't think you can. And even if I was going to, which I was halfway thinking about it, I would be going back on something that I said earlier on, where I'm just done with multiplats as far as the Switch is concerned, unless I just have to have the game portable for so many different reasons, and there are reasons that apply to this game here. But the first concern, first and foremost, and we got to look at this, is what got me on this. Where's the logo? Okay, maybe I'm overreacting. Tell me I'm overreacting. Beenox is doing this. They've got their logo on the Xbox One version, the PS4 version, not on the Switch box. Now, that just may be an early box art snafu. I don't know. You tell me. But it's not there. Why is that alarming? I'll tell you why. Because is a third party or turd party actually going to port this over later? Is that what's going to happen there? Or, are they going to do it and then port a version of it over, sans some very important features? I don't know. It just suggests that something's up there. I don't like that logo's not there. Is this going to get subbed out to somebody to put this on a Switch cartridge, and then we're going to get, a half-baked game? I don't know. That bothers me. It really worries me. And, Switch games have given me cause to be afraid, and we're going to talk about why. It's important to me that I have a good experience with this game and that I don't have to buy it twice, and that's why we're here. So that's the first major concern. Where is that logo? Could just be a box art snafu, but I can't find anything anywhere that even acknowledges that this is a thing, or that it's something to talk about. So I'm talking about it. Let me know what you think. But in the past we've seen Switch games come out, and it's like, okay, they end up with a delay, and they end up $10 more. And this game, strangely enough, it's already like a $39 game. And this shouldn't, or just should not, be considered a budget title by any means, I wouldn't think. Remake or not, I mean, they could get $60 for this. They could. It's a name franchise. It's something. I think it's going to be a really good game. But, what we've seen in past games is the Switch inevitably gets delayed for some reason, and then it ends up being $10 more, which, that's the Switch tax, whatever. But that's not worth it for me in this instance, and that's not something I can afford as somebody that wants to bring you the best, the reviews, first and foremost, day one, each and every time. And I've been let down by Nintendo on that. So that's one good reason right there, amongst others, why I don't want to see that happen. Probably won't, but what are we looking at here, man? Another thing we got to talk about is the multiplayer. That's another thing that just scares me to death. Nintendo has repeatedly let us down in the multiplayer department, including, but not limited to, chat issues, but just matchmaking altogether. Now, if you watched the show in the not too distant past, we looked at a game called All-Star Fruit Racing, and you're like, oh my god, don't tell me you're gonna compare that to this, because that's a piece of crap. Okay, I'm not, but I want to compare the experience just a little bit. I could have got that on the PS4, didn't. Got it on the Switch. Figured it'd be fun to look at it on Nintendo, portable, whatever. It might be a good game. It actually had the physics down. It was decent. You could play this game. What you couldn't do is get online with it. Couldn't. And people kept saying, oh, I didn't have a problem. Yeah, you did. Get out of here. You did too. People were getting on there on PS4, no problem. It was a PC game long before that. I mean, this is a port that didn't work. That's alarming. Now you can say, well, who's actually playing that? Well, somebody is. I wasn't the only one that reviewed it. I can tell you that dadgum much. Looking at all the videos everywhere, So, I wasn't the only one that played it. But I could not get a match going, ever. Never even got one going. Could not get an online match going. Even late. I gave it time before I finally just sold the thing. Didn't work. But people on PS4 were saying they're having no problem playing it online. So there's a concern. What if we get this thing and the online on the Switch side just isn't up to snuff, or there's problems with it, or they end up needing an update that's not ready that we have to wait for down the line? But, oh, you can enjoy the single player experience right now. I don't want to, dude. Because I know that's getting a little spoiled with it, but I mean, we have been spoiled with it. Multiplayer action in kart racers is a core part of the experience. We're not going to want to do without that, and we don't want it to suffer at any degree. So then there's the chat. Even if it does work, how easy is that? I mean, I know I'm being told that we've got some actual native voice chat going on and stuff like Fortnite now, and that's great. If that's really going on, great. I don't know. I haven't been playing it on there, but if that's going on, great. We don't have any guarantee of that on any one given game, though. That can be taken back at any point. Well, it was on this game, but it's not on this game. Can't have that, man. Can't have. There's too many instances in where there's a chance this will be lacking in some way, when you could just buy it on Xbox One or PS4. Honestly, you should be buying it on PlayStation anyway. We're talking Crash here. We're talking Sony, right? I don't know. Is that brand loyalty? I don't know. I'm not saying you got to do that, but again, I have some concerns, and that's kind of what they are. Again, I got all started on this and worked up when that logo was missing. Could be overreacting, but it just sent me into this chain of events, thinking about all these other issues that there could be anyway, even if this is not one. Even if Beanox is doing this across the board, it all comes out at the same time, the same price, and it fires on all cylinders. Even if you can get action going on multiplayer, the chat may not be there. If it's all there, great. But no one's guaranteeing me any of that, all right? Any of the aforementioned could be an issue here. And you got to wonder, this is not the only kart racer we have coming, and it's certainly not the one I'm looking most forward to. As you know, I'm a Sega fanboy, and we're getting a new Sonic Racing this year, so I'm very excited about that. Same instance, same issues there when you think about it. I don't know about logos on boxes or anything. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about the issues with, is this worth possibly sacrificing chat, multiplayer availability, and whatever graphics compared to what we know that PS4 and Xbox One can do, for the sake of just having it portable? Because how many times do you really use that? I still don't think the P word is working there, all right? There's only a few games out there that are, hey, I would love to be able to take this on the go. And while you could say any game you'd like to take on the go, it doesn't make or break a kart racer, man. So just too much going on there. But strangely enough, the All-Star Fruit Racing just made me a believer. I think at that point I was just really done. No more multiplats. No more excuses. You know, I should have been able to get a multiplayer match going. Well, it's All-Star Fruit Racing, dude. Who's going to be playing? Let me tell you who's going to be playing that. Armagallant, a game on PS4 that's been dead. Rigor mortis has long since set in. It's a game abandoned by its publishers and still being sold, but rebranded on PC. We were streaming it just to see if anyone's still online, eons after the fact. We found one lone guy somewhere in New Zealand still playing it and got a match going and played it. And I won, of course. It was awesome. But that's the point, man. If anyone's playing, you can get a match going. And you can't tell me nobody was playing All-Star Fruit, my dude, because there were people that bought this thing. I wasn't the only one that reviewed it, so I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. The online just wasn't working. Reached out to P-Cube on that. They didn't have much to say about it. I think they said there was a patch upcoming for whatever it was, and, you know, it updated, but nothing ever changed. Never could get a match going, so will we see a similar situation with this? What I'm telling you is I don't want to know. The whole purpose of this video was just simply to come right at you and say, I'm not buying this on the Nintendo Switch, even though it's an option. And I know a lot of people out there, that's going to be what, we're going to get it on Switch, because then it can be portable. Is it worth it, though? Is it really worth rolling those dice? I'm going to tell you right now, if I get this thing, dadgummit, let's go over it again. If I pre-order this thing, and I see the date switch 2 days before or something, and I'm scrambling, and, oh, well, it's going to be out, so it's going to be 2 more weeks, and it's going to be $10 more, I'm going to be fit to be tied. I'm going to be upset. That's just one of many things. Now, if we get this thing and it's a third-party port, or it's just ported over, but it's less some features for some reason. Again, these are not things that get divulged beforehand anymore. There's not transparency from anyone. So it's something to be worried about. But is the multiplayer going to work? You're going to get this thing at home and, oh my God, we can't get a match going. And then on the forums, oh, it's an issue. Yeah, but they're working on it. Whatever that means. And, you know, a month later, you're still waiting on some patch that, you know, will come out eventually. This isn't All-Star Fruit Racing. It's Crash, but yeah, they've got your money, and at that point you're just hung out there, and I can't deal with that. So that can be an issue. Or just you never have the chat. You want to be able to talk in the Kart. I mean, it's been a problem with Mario Kart all along. A really serious missing component of a game I've still enjoyed very much and that is a masterpiece. So yes, it can exist without it, but there's no need for it to. But it's Nintendo only, so that's where you got to go for your Mario. You have options now, and I consider you don't waive your right to those options. I'm going probably PS4 on this thing. I don't have any confidence that Nintendo is going to definitely give me what Sony can day one on this particular game. But, again, maybe I'm overreacting. I wanted to bounce that off of you guys, the subs, the viewers, the people that watch the show, that tune in for the Mercast events. I want to know what you think about this. Are you getting this game in the first place? What do you think about this game? And I know that I've got Crash Nitro Kart going in the background. I put in a copy of Crash Team Racing and it wouldn't play. Just one that I picked up not too long ago. Flea Market Special. I gotta get another copy. But playing Nitro Kart 2 and trying to get my Crash on here. Trying to get excited for this thing. I think there's reasons to be excited for. This is a great game, I never played too much of it back in the day because, again, I was a Mario Kart guy. But I'm excited for any kart racer at this point. I'm excited for multiplayer action, and I have to make sure that I have that day one. I have to make sure that I'm bringing it to you day one. So again, I just want to throw all these concerns out there. I want to know what you think about it. I want you to let me know what you think about it in the comment section of this video, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you're going to drop a like on this video. And most importantly, if you have not already subscribed to the Emceemur Show, I'm going to need you to subscribe to the Emceemur Show for day one reviews on this and so much more coming your way right here. You know that I love making it for you. Emceemur signing off at this Mercast event. Hope you have a great one, and we'll talk soon. See you again next time.